Hola y bienvenidos y todos. Good morning and welcome everyone. Welcome to a community dedicated to providing spiritual tools for living a happy and full life. My name is Karina Shear and I'm the spiritual director and founding minister here at the Center for Spiritual Living Puerto Vallarta. If you would like to join us for the live Zoom meeting, please contact me for the link and password or check on our website, www.cslpv.org on the weekly talk section. Today is Sunday, August 13, 2023. And our annual theme this year is Living Out Loud. The topic for this month of August has been my passion, my purpose. And today's topic is percolating your passion with purpose. Some suggested reading material for this week are the following: This Thing Called You by Ernest Holmes, The Power of Decision by Raymond Charles Barker, and Living from the Mountaintop by Christian Sorensen. So at this time, I'd like to truly welcome everyone, including those that are new to our teaching and to our center here in Puerto Vallarta. Whether you are familiar with our teaching or are on a different spiritual path, no matter what your background is, please know that we appreciate every one of you coming here today or to see the replays, as everyone is welcome and valued. So we teach a philosophy called the science of mind, and it's a teaching based on new thought and ancient wisdom. We offer spiritual tools and principles to promote personal growth, and we honor diversity in all aspects so that we can see and appreciate the great oneness that already exists everywhere and within everyone. When Dr. Ernest Holmes was asked to provide a concise definition of the science of mind teaching, he replied that it is a correlation of laws of science, opinions of philosophy, and revelations of religion applied to human needs and aspirations. So our news for our announcements for this week are a new class that will be starting the beginning of September in Spanish, treatment and meditation, as well as the practitioner studies or the advanced practitioner studies, previously known as Practitioner 2, which will be starting October 6th. The details for these are also listed on our website under classes. And if you would like to have a one-on-one connection for a spiritual mind treatment to assist you with whatever is going on in your life, or if there is something you would like more of, then connect with me so that we can set up an appointment. And if you would like to commit to being a member of the Center for Spiritual Living Puerto Vallarta for this current year, or if you would like to be on our board of trustees, then please contact me as well so that you can be sent the forms. I'd also like to remind you to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel and Facebook page. If you are interested in having another course available, or a workshop, or even a book study, then please connect with me and we can find some room on our calendar to add those as well. So let's together review our purpose, vision, and mission statements as we do each week. We have a grand purpose here each week, and that is to awaken and celebrate diversity and to love and serve our community. We do this by means of our vision, which is creating the life you desire. And this is supported by our mission to provide spiritual tools for personal growth and transformation. And more on these can be found on our website as well. So how do we become a more deliberate creator, activating our purpose with passion? The science part of Science of Mind offers valuable tools as we recognize the power of observation and focus. So last week, we began by encouraging ourselves to identify our hidden, buried, or unexamined passions. This week, we'll delve into first finding and then cultivating the connection between passion and purpose. Raymond Charles Barker said this: "The clarity of the infinite mind is the clarity of my mind. Therefore, I think with ease of my accomplished goal. It is being created in my mind right now." So first cause is creative. It's expressed through us, as we are the medium that spirit demonstrates in human form. And as we create a divine mental mold, the universe responds with an equivalent physical manifestation. Activating our inner sense of joy becomes our purpose. The two are combined to benefit and even contribute to the expansion of the universe. We are a science-based teaching, as our name implies, and there's a direct link in that what we think about, we bring about. Ernest Holmes said this: "You are a spontaneous, self-choosing center in life. In the great drama of being, the great joy of becoming, the certainty of external expansion." So as we focus on our passion, the attention to it increases its magnitude. Everything is energy. As quantum physics so aptly points out, when we give our observation to anything in life, it can change the dynamics from wave to particle, from energy to matter. We have many choices in what we direct our attention to, and often we just go along with our daily diet of news and social media that leads to a malnourished spirit. This can distract us and override the vibrations that we're wanting to manifest. By becoming aware of what we are giving our attention to, we make a conscious first step. Wayne Dyer said this: "I stay inspired by making an energetic shift within myself. When I do, the world looks completely different, and I move inwardly toward peace and kindness." So there's a little story that Bono from U2 had shared. He had said, "I remember being a child. I couldn't play the piano yet, and my head was too short to see the piano keys. I couldn't see them. I would put my foot on the reverb pedal and reaching up, find a note. And then I would find another one that would sound good with the first one." That's how we live, finding those notes. So the percolation of our passion begins when we allow our thoughts to build momentum around an idea, creating a mold by feeling the sense of what it would be like to have our dream realized is an important second step after we have identified it. People who think about red cars throughout the day often see more red cars than they normally would. And when they think of a particular individual and the individual calls or texts, they demonstrate another result. Bringing it up a notch, we asked ourselves one of the following questions. How can this get better? What is a richer, deeper joy that I can experience? Quantum physics suggests an underlying connection to all things, and by giving more internal focus, we create experiences and desires into our reality. After all, energy goes where attention flows. Bob Goff wrote this in Dream Big. A long time ago, a friend told me there's a difference between whittling and carving. One is just killing time. The other is laden with purpose. Keep carving. So, do you ever say to yourself, if I could just figure out what I'm really passionate about, everything else will take off? Well, one of the most common stumbling blocks to launching a passion-based life is figuring out what you're passionate about in the first place. Often, many of us go about finding our passion in the wrong way. We merely just think about it. We analyze, rationalize, and then try to figure it out. Some even take expensive psychological tests, or recall childhood interests, or even sit across a table from a friend at a coffee shop and ask them questions like, I don't know, what do you think I should do? We go about it in all the wrong ways. Passion can't be found in your head because it lives in your heart. You can't figure out your passion just by thinking about it. You need to take action and feel your way to your truth. Marie Forleo often wondered about dancing hip hop. She'd have thoughts like, wow, dancing professional would be awesome. But most professionals start training when they're just 5 years old, and I'm already in my 20s. Get real. Or, that sounds exciting, but there's no money in that. Well, you should do something more stable and related to what you have already studied and know. Does any of that sound familiar to you? All the thinking about it accomplished nothing until she realized that she had to physically take action, and she began professional dance classes. That's when her real passion fully emerged. And shortly after she started, she was asked to become one of the first Nike elite dance athletes. So once we allow our thoughts and feelings to percolate, they begin to show up in our experiences as an inspiration for our purpose. And we can blend what we feel strongly about into a specific action, noticing what we're being called to do. After all the percolation begins, it brings you to your passion, and then so be it. However, as Howard Thurman once stated, don't ask what the world needs, ask what makes you come alive and go do it. Because what the world needs is people who have come alive. And it often boils down to a very simple action that ripples out into the world, making a difference in the lives of many. So how does one get started? First, love everything you do, from cooking dinner for friends and family to cleaning out the cat's litter box. If it doesn't bring you joy, stop doing it. Well, maybe not the litter box thing. That brings joy to your cat, which brings joy to you. So remember, if you can't change what you're doing, you can always change how you're doing it. What activities makes you lose track of time? What are the things that you love to talk about, learn about, or teach others about? Perhaps it's already a part of what you're already doing, but you can expand on it. Consider what matters most to you in your life. Your values are the guiding principles that influence your decisions and actions. Aligning your passions with your values will create a stronger sense of purpose. And then stop talking about it and start doing it. Actively pursue your passions with purpose. It's your passion that will give you the drive, commitment, and energy to be successful and to fulfill your desire. And stay persistent. Percolating your passion with purpose is a journey that may involve challenges and setbacks, but stay persistent and resilient, maintaining your focus on the bigger picture. Be willing to adjust your goals as needed to stay true to your values and aspirations. And remember to celebrate all successes along the way, no matter how small. Percolating your passion with purpose is not a one-time event, but an ongoing process of growth and self-discovery. Ralph Waldo Emerson said this: "The purpose of life is not to be happy. It is to be useful, honorable, compassionate, to have it make some difference that you have lived well." So before getting out of bed, practice mindfulness and gratitude. Notice your early morning thoughts. Feel how wonderful it is to have a nice bed, a body, and a roof over your head. Set the tone for the day by visualizing joy and love, and then feel the energy around that. Ask yourself, what am I being called to do? What's an action that I could take today to make that happen? And embrace that journey with an open mind and heart, and let your passions guide you toward a more meaningful and fulfilling life. And so I'll leave you with this quote from Yogi Berra. He said, "If you don't know where you're going, you'll end up someplace else." And that leads us to our affirmation for this week. I nurture my passion. It blends naturally with my purpose. And so now it's our time for mindfully giving and financial support of our spiritual home. We rely on your support to continue our center here in Puerto Vallarta so that we can continue offering this powerful teaching of the science of mind. And we bless the financial gifts that you give today. Every donation is greatly appreciated, no matter the amount. Your contributions are circulated with our tithing to our greater organization, which reaches out globally as well as locally. We also tithe to a local women's shelter to assist women and children that have left an abusive home, and allows them the opportunity to become grateful for the assistance to become productive and successful members of our community. Donations can be made either using PayPal or Tithely on our website. Our website is www.cslpv.org. And you'll find the donate buttons on both the landing page and on the page of the replays of each weekly talk. Alternatively, if you would like to write out a paper check, you can do so by addressing it to CSLPV number 403 2125 Birch Road, Kelowna, BC, B1Y8M1. And now, if you would like to join me in our offertory affirmation. I know that my giving blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, and all that I give and receive. I do give eternal thanks for the abundance that is mine to share. So thank you for coming and sharing this time together. And let's continue with practicing peace. We can each be a force for peace and nonviolence. Our words and our actions create ripples of peace all around us and beyond. Peaceful living includes acting with compassion, kindness, and consideration, and also includes standing up against injustice. So may peace and love be with you. Blessings to all. Namaste.